This privately owned course is absolutely amazing. What's going on, everybody? Kelly, and I'm bringing you a brand new video today. So today we are going to be playing the back 10 out at Cedar Grove. Cedar Grove is a privately owned course here in Indiana. It is owned by Josh and his wife, and they have done an amazing job out at this course, and the amount of work that they put in out here is absolutely amazing. The front 10 was such a great time. It's a super technical, super wooded course. I would say that it's very equivalent to what feels like Michigan golf, and with some of the low ceilings out here, I would say Florida golf as well, which is interesting because it's actually really cold out here in the Indiana, Ohio area. But we are going to be playing the back 10 out here today. I've enjoyed this course so much. I will definitely be coming back out here in the future, hopefully bringing some of my buddies out here as well if anybody visits. This is definitely a destination course. But yeah, we're gonna see what we can get into here on the back 10. Right now I am actually one down through the first 10 holes, so we're definitely gonna look to get more birdies out here, stay bogey free as well, because we didn't take any bogeys on the front 10. So if we can stay in that par to under range here, that would be huge. But we're gonna head into hole 11 here and see what we can get into. Hole 11 is gonna be 180 feet. You're gonna have a Mando that you're gonna see right there, and then you're gonna wanna hit this gap that I'm zoomed in on now, and then the basket is going to be tucked just off to the right there. Pretty standard forehand shot here, I would say. All right, we're gonna start the round out here with the Glow Z zone. I'm gonna do a standstill forehand, just put something out there. Don't wanna kick to the left because there is OB left on this side, I believe. And then we got to hit this initial Mando here. Just get something super close to the basket. Hopefully start this round out with a birdie. Faith. Ooh, nice. That was a great shot. I think we're going to be really close to the basket here on this first hole. So I want to thank you all for tuning in here today and hanging out with me on the back 10 out here at Cedar Grove. Man, this is probably my third or fourth privately owned course that I've been able to come out to. I know on the channel now this is going to be the second one that you will see as a private course. First one being the Night Moose or Moose Meadows that I played with Jay this past weekend. I'll link that video up in the cards up above, along with the front 10 out here at Cedar Grove. You are not going to want to miss this video or even the front 10 out here. This privately owned course is absolutely amazing. I highly recommend, if you have a privately owned course in your area and you are able to actually go out and play, set up a tee time, call the owner and make sure it's all right, I highly recommend doing it. We are going to see where we ended up on this first hole out here and hopefully be able to start this round out with the birdie. Oh, just short. All right, start off the round with the par. Right, hole 12 out here is going to be 213 feet. You're going to have OB left and OB right. So super demanding tee shot here. You're going to see the basket tucked in behind all those trees up there. All right, so this tee shot is very demanding. I'm going to take an understable disc. I'm going to go with the Big Z Fierce here. Try and just get something through this initial gap. Put it on a lot of hyzer to start out with and flip something up. Maybe have a little bit carryover, but not too much because there is a lot of OB on this hole. All right, so we made it through the initial gap there, hit off a tree and kicked back into the fairway. We'll take that. We got a super fortunate kick off the tree. I thought that was gonna hit off and go towards the OB on the right side, but luckily that Big Z Fierce flipped up to flat pretty quickly, hit a tree and then kicked off back into the fairway and right in the middle, which is going to be great for us heading into an opportunity for a birdie out here. But we're gonna take a look and see and hopefully be able to hit a great putt here. Oh man, I thought we made that. All right, we are at hole 13 and I just walked up to this tee pad. This is one of the coolest holes that I've seen out here so far. There's been many out here that are super cool, have their own little touch to them, but this one is super interesting. It's actually going to be a island hole, but the island is going to be in the shape of a heart. I'm gonna turn the camera around and show you guys. This is absolutely amazing. This is super cool to see. So you're going to see out there, hole 13, the basket, and you're gonna see the bricks that they have laid around in the shape of a heart. So that is going to be the island that we're going to have to hit here. If you do not hit the heart island that is out there, there is a drop zone that you will proceed to if you don't make your disc in that heart island. This is about 164 feet. Looks like OB on the right too. This is going to be a tight and technical hole that we're hopefully going to hit here. All right, I'm going to go with the Big Z Fierce here. Go up this left side gap. Throw this thing pretty flat. Don't want too much turn on it. Just want to pretty much go straight at the basket and end up in that heart island that you're seeing down there. Oh, let's go. We got the best tree kick there and ended up directly under the basket. Let's go. One thing that's super cool about Cedar Grove here is every hole is going to have a custom designed tee sign here. Each one has a quote that you're going to see on the left side there. You're going to have a pro tip on the right side, and it's going to show you the hole. This one's super cool just because of the sweet heart island that you're seeing on this hole that we were lucky enough to hit. There we go. We hit the awesome heart island that you're seeing here for a drop-in birdie. All right, hole 14 is going to be 177 feet, dog leg to the right. You're just going to want to hit this initial gap and have something like a forehand hyzer towards that tree out there and end up somewhere close towards the basket. All right, I'm going to go with my Team Discraft Team Stamp West zone here. Got to throw this thing on a lot of hyzer just to get it up and through to the basket up here. More than likely going to do a standstill off the tee here for a forehand. Ooh, that should be really good. I think that had enough distance on it. Looks like it hyzered right at the end there. Should be up on the green somewhere towards the basket. So I mentioned in the front 10 that I am heading into the off season now. I don't have any more tournaments lined up for this year or anything like that. So just gonna be focusing on improving some things during the off season, filming a lot of YouTube now as well. We're gonna take a look and see and hopefully have a look for a birdie. There we go. 2 birdies in a row. We are now through 14 holes out here at Cedar Grove, and as an overall score, we are currently 3 down. Through the first couple holes here on this back 10, we have hit 2 birdies, so we got 2 birdies in a row here, which is super cool. But we're gonna head into hole 15 now. This is looking like another shorty, but pretty technical, but we should have an opportunity to get another birdie. Is going to be 164 feet. You're gonna wanna put something through this gap here. Basket's gonna be just slightly off to the right there. So I'm gonna take my Tour Series Luna here. I'm gonna turn this thing over just a little bit. We don't need too much turn out of it. Hole's only about 164 feet. If we get down there, we should be pretty good to end up on a birdie train here. That looked really good. I think we should be parked under the basket if we didn't push too far. So you guys, the basket right there, and then we ended up just off in the rough right there. Should be able to pick up a birdie here. There we go. That's 3 birdies in a row. Let's go. That is going to be 3 birdies in a row now. I believe that is going to put us at 4 down now overall on the round, which is huge out here, especially for a new course and a pretty technical course like this is. This next hole is going to be super interesting. We do have some water that comes into play. Yeah, let's get into hole 16 and hopefully keep up this birdie train. Seen 208 feet. There is going to be a mando that you're going to see right there, and then you're going to want to push the disc out to that hillside, and then the basket is going to be actually tucked onto the hillside. Not going to be able to see it from the tee pad, but it's up there and tucked up there pretty well. Don't want to finish off to the left too much. So I'm going to take the Crystal Luna here. This thing flies pretty straight, and we do have a right to left wind right now. So I want something to slightly finish off to the left, not too much and not go too far down the hill, because that basket's tucked up on that hillside pretty well actually. Turned it over just a little bit too much. It's going to be on the hillside there. It's going to be a tough look at the basket. The basket now, you're going to see how tucked onto the hillside the basket actually is. We ended up just off there. So we're going to have a look at the basket. It's going to be a super tough putt though. We gave it a little run. It rolled down the hill just a little bit, but we should be able to make that comeback putt to hit a par. There we go. All right, really stoked to get the par on hole 16 there. That is a pretty difficult hole, especially with where the basket is on that hillside. There is a pond that you can actually go into if you cruise it over and up too high there. But we walked away with the par there, which is huge. We're gonna head into hole 17 now and hopefully pick up a birdie here. Hole 17 is 160 feet. You're gonna see the basket through all of these trees. Gonna have to end up somewhere down there. All right, it seems like this lines up best for a forehand, so I'm gonna take the Glow Z zone here. Flex this thing out a little bit on the left side. Hopefully have it crash back in towards the basket on that right side. Sit. That looks like it should be pretty parked under the basket there. There we go, another birdie. All right, hole 18 is going to be 116 feet. This one's pretty interesting just because the house comes into play here. That's going to be a definite Mando there. Don't want to hit that. But basket is going to be tucked into the tree down there. If you do happen to go long as well, there is the pond that you're seeing back there. This is pretty much just a slight hyzer. You could probably even jump putt this thing there. Gonna take the Crystal Luna here. This is just a nice, easy standstill approach shot, about 116 feet. Want to keep it away from the house. Don't want to hit that. There's a Mando over there for the house. Just want to get something close to that tree and end up with another birdie here. Might have skipped down that hill towards the pond, but we're gonna have to take a look once we get up there. To be honest with you, this hole is kind of nerve-wracking actually, because you have Josh's house right there that you don't want to hit. You got the pond in the back too, so I kind of fluffed the drive there a little bit, but that's all right. We should be in a decent spot. Hopefully be able to get up and down for either a birdie or a par here. I gave it a run. This next hole that we're going to play, I'm actually going to play the long and the short. This is going to be the pond hole. This is one that I saw. I'm not sure if it's on UDisc or not. I saw it somewhere, but we're gonna take a look at hole 19. We're gonna throw over the pond through some Mandos. We're gonna actually take the drive from the purple, but we're just gonna take and throw from the longs here just because it's such an iconic looking hole out here. But I'm gonna turn the camera around now and I'm gonna show you guys the tee pad that we're about to tee off from. So as you can see here, Josh had to dig a pond, or wanted to dig a pond out here on the property. He put a dock in right here and was like, well, we can make a tee pad here as well. So this is actually the longs to hole 19. You're gonna shoot over the pond here through that Mando. You're gonna see the birdhouse there and a birdhouse there, which is going to be the Mando that you have to go through. We're just gonna throw this one for fun and then go up to the purple tee pad, which you'll slightly see right there, and then play that hole as the scoreable hole out here. All right, hole 19 longs out here is going to be about 285 feet. I'm going to take my Tour Series Meteor. This one, the reason why I'm taking this right now is because there is a tailwind out here, so this thing should fly pretty straight and make it through that Mando. This one's not going to count for the round, but we're just going to play this one just for fun. So that thing flipped up to flat, really nice. I'm really stoked on that shot. Hit the Mando, should be in a decent spot. Man, what an awesome hole this is. This is so sweet. We're gonna go check out the purple pad now. This is gonna be the shorts. Hopefully, maybe give this thing an ace run. I can see the basket now perched up on a tree, but we're gonna try and give this thing an ace run. Hole 19 is going to be 170 feet. You're gonna see the basket right there perched up on that tree there. We are gonna have a Mando to hit on this right side. There will be OB on the left as well, but we're gonna give this thing an ace run. Gonna take my Big Z Fierce here, put this thing on a little bit of hyzer, flip it up to flat, and hopefully have something crash into that basket. Oh, that was looking really good. Great line, hit the tree and kicked off to the left. If it had a little bit more height, it was looking like it was going in. There's a birdie. That's gonna be another birdie heading into the final hole out here at Cedar Grove. This has been an amazing time so far. Overall, through 19 holes now, we are going to be 6 down. We're gonna head into hole 20 here. Hopefully get something close to the basket, end this round with a birdie. And the final hole out here at Cedar Grove is going to be 193 feet. You're gonna have to go through this Mando, up that hill right there, you're going to have the pond. So you're going to want to hyzer something back towards the basket. That's going to be to the left side there. This is going to be a very, very interesting one. So I want something that's going to have a ton of fade on it and hit this initial gap and just go to the left so that we can have a look at the basket. So we're going to take the Glow Z zone here on this final hole and hopefully get something up there and get a birdie. We made it through the Mando and the initial gap here. It hit something out there once it got out there. I like the line that it was on, but we're gonna have to take a look and see where it ended up. Hopefully somewhere near the basket and not in the pond. Oh, that almost went in. That is going to conclude the round out here at Cedar Grove. What an amazing time it has been out here. This is an absolutely beautiful course owned by Josh and Cheryl. They have done an amazing job out here. I highly recommend coming in, checking out the course. Full 20 holes, 2 tee pads for certain holes. There's 2 baskets for most of the holes out here as well. Some of the most iconic holes that you're going to see in the entire area out here. What they've done out here is absolutely amazing for the disc golf community. We ended the back 10 with 5 birdies, so 5 down through 10 holes on the back. That puts us at an overall score through 20 holes out here at Cedar Grove at 6 down, which is awesome. This is a super technical shorter course that has very demanding tee shots and some pretty difficult basket placements as well within the trees. You got hanging baskets, a bunch of different stuff out here. But thank you again so much for checking out the channel here today and hanging out with me at Cedar Grove. Make sure that you leave a like on the video, comment down below what you thought about the overall course, and if you've played a private course before, and make sure that you hit that subscribe button because we're going to be bringing you way more videos here in the coming weeks. Thanks again, and we will see you in the next one.